Hello everyone, it's Dawn and welcome back to my channel. And happy Easter if you're celebrating happy Easter today, and if you're not, have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Well, today we're going to be continuing with our series of the haul that I got from The Works, and I'm going to be using these alphabet banners, and I'm going to be using the daffodil emblems that I got, and we're going to be using some of the pastel paper pad, the 12 by 12 paper pad. So let's get on with it. So today we're going to be making a 5 by 7 greeting card. This is going to be a thank you card, and we're going to keep it this way up. Now there are a few measurements, but the measurements are negotiable, or adaptable. So you don't have to use these measurements. You can adapt them however you like, and I'll tell you what I mean by that as we go along. So our card base, I've cut this from a yellow piece of the cardstock, and that measures 5 by 7. Now we've got 5 mats, and they're all 1/4 inch increments. So for example, our first mat will be 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and I have done that in the purple or lilac. And I'm going to use just an ordinary glue stick for this because it's not very strong. It's not thick card. It's not super thick. It's good quality, but it's not super thick. So glue stick will do. So we're just going to very quickly run some glue stick on this. If I couldn't have pre-glued this before the video because it's so hot this morning. It would have probably dried before I could start, or while I was halfway through. So it won't take long. So I'll just pop that there so you can see it. And what we're going to be doing, we're going to be creating a rainbow frame, if you like, for want of a better word. We're going to be creating a rainbow frame, so it's going to be a rainbow all the way around. And our next mat will be 4.5 by 6.5. Now, if you want the gaps in between the frames to be bigger, you need to cut these bits smaller. So, for example, you might want to do 1/2 inch rather than 3/4 inch, or 1/2 inch rather than 1/4 inch increment, and that will make these gaps a bit bigger. But our second mat will be 4.5 by 6.5, and this time I've done the blue. But you don't have to use these colours, you don't even have to use these sizes if you don't want to, including the card base. This is just really a process video to show you how you can do it. And then once you've got that, you can do that however you like. And you can swap up the sizes. You can even change the orientation if you want to. You can have it going the other way. But for now, we'll have it going this way. And the reason I've got it going this way is because we're going to be using those... Oops, there goes my scissors on the floor, never mind. They're stuck to my cardigan. It's all right, I've got another pair. So anyway, the reason I did this was because I want to use the banner, the alphabet banner. And if I try to do it that way, my sentiment wouldn't fit. So that's why we're doing it this way. And so my third banner is 4.5 by 6. No, it's not. It's 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. Don't worry, I'll be putting all of these measurements in the description box below when I'm at the end of the video. So we'll just quickly go through that. Oh, where did that bit of muck come from? I'll just brush that off. There we go. Pop that down there. And this is our fourth mat, which is 4 by 6. And it's double-sided, so you can decide whether you have the slightly brighter or the slightly paler side. So it's brilliant. So versatile, these packs are absolutely lovely. I love the packs from The Works. They are so wonderful. And you can do so much with it. You can make 3D makes, you can make boxes. We will be using the boxes in our next video, by the way. So look out for that one. We'll be using our nesting boxes again in the next one. So look out for that one. That'll be coming up soon. But in the meantime, we'll finish this one. And our final mat is 3 3/4 by 5 3/4. So there we go. Just get the glue out of the way. And that will sit there. So that's what I meant by a rainbow frame. We've got a rainbow of different... It's not a true rainbow, but it's a rainbow style of different colours all the way around. And now we are going to use the alphabet banners. Now, I'll give you a hint. I didn't use the twine that came with it because I found it, it was a bit difficult to get through, and it did split, and I found that it was a bit chunky and the letters didn't sit flat. So what I've done, you can split it if you want to, but it makes a terrible mess. So what I've done is I've used a piece of ordinary embroidery thread. And as I've said, this is going to be a thank you card. And what I'm going to do, I know that this is too long, but that doesn't matter. What we're going to do, I'm going to put that up there. Actually, first thing I'm going to do is find something to wipe my fingers with. Do excuse me. If you find yourself getting stuck up with glue, use these ordinary hand wipes. They are brilliant. I've got glue all over my fingers. And it's sticking to everything except for what I want to. So I'll be with you in 2 seconds. So all you do is you take one off and you wash your hands like that. Saves having to get up and go to the kitchen and stop the video. Oh dear. So I'll just wipe it down my t-shirt. Very common. So there we go. Oh, that's better. So there we go. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the thank so it's hanging down. I don't want it straight. I want it to hang a little. And I've got some sellotape here, or sticky tape, or whatever you call it. Or whatever you like to call it. Don't worry, it won't show by the time I'm done. So that's going to go up there. Decide how far you want it to hang. And then stick it down the other side. We'll be cutting these ends off in a minute. So once you've got it in place, you can trail it. If you wanted to, you could put some foam pads underneath there to hold them down, but I'm not going to do that. And so there is our thank, and there is our you. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have that and tape it at the same point. So just take a blob of tape and do the same. Just decide where you want it. I want that going underneath that, so that's fine. Just lift it up. If it's not taped down, if you haven't taped your individual letters down, you can do that. So you might have to manipulate them a bit until you get them where you want them, but that's all right, that's half the fun of it. So I want that to go under there, but I want that to stay above. So once you're happy with the position, it could have come down a little bit, but that's okay. I'm quite happy with that. Put that on there, and that sat very nicely. Now, as my other scissors stuck to my cardigan and fell on the floor, we'll get another pair. So what we do, we simply pick this up. We'll worry about anything or we'll deal with anything that's stuck later on. And just cut off those ends. So we'll just take this corner there, like that for example, and cut it off. Now it looks a bit of an unholy mess at the moment up in those corners, but it won't in a minute. So we've got our thank you. So it's always a good idea to have thank you cards on hand, because you never know when you're going to need to say thank you to somebody. When they send you a nice birthday card or Christmas card or whatever. So, or even a card for no reason at all, like people do sometimes. So to cover that unholy mess at the top, that's why we're using these lovely daffodils. So I've got some foam pads on the back, and I'm going to use that just to cover that up. So we'll hold that into place, give it a good press. It's on felt, but it'll still hold quite nicely with foam pads. So we'll just take the backing off. I just used an ordinary foam pad and cut it in half. And I'm going to stick that there like that. And there you go, guys, that's it. There is our, I think we'll call it, shall we call it a rainbow banner card? I haven't thought about what I'm going to call it. Shall we call it a rainbow banner card? Yeah, let's call it that. I'm getting a thumbs up from the other corner of the room, so must be right. So it'll still stand up very nicely like that. So if I rock it back, you can have an idea of what it looks like. So you've got a banner hanging down saying thank you. What a nice way to say thank you. So there you go, guys. There is our Easter Sunday project. And I know I said I was going to upload this tomorrow for the Monday, but now I've said I've done it for Easter Sunday, I will upload it today and you'll get this project a day early. So there you go, guys. There is our Easter Sunday project for you. And I hope you enjoy it. And I'll be back very soon with our, as promised, I'll be showing you a demonstration using all 3 of the nesting boxes, and we're going to make something super fun. So do join me for that. And if you're enjoying these videos and you're not yet subscribed, please do hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, and you'll never miss another video. You certainly won't want to miss the next one. It's so much fun. So I'll see you then. And in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. take care, have fun, and as always, happy crafting. Bye bye for now.